Welcome everybody to the channel. If you're new, you're welcome. Just an update on the situation with obviously the BBC with my great friend Kato today, who's out on with me. Yes, obviously Tuesday was a complete whitewash of the situation with the BBC going to the select committee in Parliament, and obviously it was just a complete utter whitewash basically. Some things were said about the BBC situation and questions were answered, but asked or answered not really convincingly. And of course that's what happens, after the Savile inquiry by this dame, somebody, I can't remember her actual name now, but I'm going to look into what the facts were about the procedures were put into place after the last investigation after the Savile's death, and 2016 something was announced about procedures and stuff, and of course it basically it's still there, but nothing's been implemented by the BBC as far as I'm aware. One or two people have commented about it, that they've just done nothing at all about their complaints procedure or the allegations of any wrongdoing or such a situations that process. But as I said, if you work for the BBC, like any other employer you work for, you should get a contract of employment. Any breaches of that contract of employment, obviously, there's various things like anybody has a contract of employment. If it's instant dismissal, a warrant instant dismissal, that means, in this case, rude behaviour or antisocial behaviour or something, or a crime, basically, which has got to be proven, of course. But at the same time, the breach of a contract of employment, it makes it certain that you no longer work for the BBC. Now, this presenter, like I say, I'm not naming the names, this presenter is still being paid by the BBC till these allegations have been gone through their procedures. But the procedures were put into place many years ago, 10 years ago, and nothing's been done after the Savile situation to get these procedures formatted by the BBC and say, yeah, we've agreed to this, agreed to do that. And of course, now it's just a long drawn out protection of him, their work colleague or whatever, and they're trying to be fair as they can. But at the same time, if it was you or me in a situation, your company would have a contract where they could instant dismiss you on the spot. Means just to say no longer, your service is no longer required, goodbye, thank you very much, goodbye, and that's the end of it. So that's what we're up to the situation at the moment, what's going on with the BBC. But I'm going to go into that in further details in another video. Today's just an update saying that it's just a complete whitewash of the ongoing investigation, which is ongoing, which could be last 3 months, 6 months, over something, which means, it's going to be prolonged on and on and on, and the BBC hope the public will forget all about it. But there's no way that this Mr. whatever his name is now, I can't remember exactly what I'm going to say, but about it, I'm not going to announce his name on my channel. That's how disappointed I am with the guy. I'm not going to bring his name into it. So, and as I said before, they have to investigate thorough. But in my mind, or anybody else's mind, if you agree to what I say, leave it in the comments, give us a like, and we'll go further into the details of this investigation, because it seems to be another cover-up, just like the Savile situation. The public will get to know the answers eventually when they wish to announce it, and that's not good enough, folks. It should be, if this Davey had any respect for the British public, he should come out today or tomorrow, have an announcement saying this particular presenter has broke the code of conduct with the BBC and should be terminated forthwith, right away, end of story. And of course his pension, which he's going to get a lump sum pension, would be in doubt as well because of his behaviour. Anyway, folks, leave your comments, see what you think, and you're welcome to do that, and I'll get back to you with a report about things and go into more detail on that inquiry, which is complete and utter gobbledygook, basically. just not really looking at anything, answering any questions that were asked on the committee. And as I said before, it is a complete, utter farcical thing. Anyway, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.